Welcome to That Bigfoot Show. Yes, that one, and I'll be your host today, just like all the other days. I'm Taylor James Johnson, and here is my list of the best 20, because that's a good number, Bigfoot YouTube videos. www.youtube.com. Let's jump right into this list right here, shall we? Here we go. Number 20. So yeah, number 20 is the number 2 on that really cool Top 15 channel. They do a really good job because that guy has an awesome voice. So this video evidence of a Sasquatch was actually one of the few that's actually caught by a Sasquatch hunter. Yes, this guy was out there looking for the thing and saw it in 1994. And he claims to have seen the creature many times, this Mr. Paul Freeman. Seems like a cool guy. And another Sasquatch appears, but it's a little harder to see. And this is a very interesting video. Not too much, but I can't rule it out. It's very, very convincing.
Oh, there he goes.
And the next one is included on the list because it's literally like explosive. It's probably the only Bigfoot video out there that has like an explosion in it. This one was actually uploaded by the witness, apparently, a young lad named Levi Francom in 2018, and it has 90,000 views, and yes, it was featured on Finding Bigfoot. A couple of young people hanging out, having a good time with a Sobe bomb, you know, in the wilderness, just blowing things up like you know, just a fun time. And you can see what is possibly a Sasquatch in the background getting up and walking away just before the bomb blows up. And the people at the party, they were partying so hard that they didn't notice a Sasquatch because, yeah, I mean, well, they were too focused on the bomb and the bomb and party. So they did not notice Sasquatch until later, until reviewing the video, which actually happens a lot. And maybe it's just a drunk guy sleeping in the woods who's like, yeah, maybe I should get out of here. But that's almost creepier than a Sasquatch, actually. But it's a great video no matter what because explosions are awesome. Yeah! Next we have a possible Sasquatch caught on tape by Chinese tourists who always have cameras ready. This is a video from Legend Tracker, and it has 300,000 views. It's a very compelling video, but the witnesses act kind of suspicious to me. I don't know. I've never been in that situation with a possible Sasquatch being that close, but the reactions just seem off. I don't know. And why isn't there more evidence of this? Because there's so many cameras. Why isn't this, like, this should have proved it right here, like all these people with all these cameras. And this is all we get. Very suspicious, but very compelling video. So yeah, this is very possibly a misidentification of a bear or something, or a hoax on some gullible tourists.
Sasquatch.
And so one excited tourist yells Sasquatch, and then everybody starts seeing a Sasquatch. I don't know, but what do you think? This isn't about me. What do you think? But I don't know. It could be a bear pooping in the woods. They do that.
Okay.
There's friggin' bugs crawling on my face. That's what happens when you're deep in the wilderness, like I am. Next up, we have a video that's been uploaded in 3 parts. It's a Bigfoot family sighting in Utah, a very popular spot for Sasquatch. And this was uploaded by the witness, Johnny11, subscribe. He uploaded this in 2001, and it has about 400,000 views. Averaged, all 3 of them. I don't know, math. And yeah, it could just be some creepy hikers watching some kids play. It happens. But the figures are very suspicious and don't exactly look completely human. Yeah, very, very interesting movements. Can y'all hear these cicadas? They're freaking everywhere. But yeah, these creatures do have some very interesting movements to their arms and their legs, which leads me to kind of lean on the side that, yeah, these are possibly Sasquatch. I think Johnny 11 said it best himself, so I'm just gonna read the info on this particular YouTube video on youtube.com. You guys ever been to youtube.com? Check it out. So Johnny 11 with 3 N's, I think. Johnny 11, he says, I took my kids and their friends hiking and sledding up and down in the Utah mountains. A few weeks later, I was watching the video clips. This is really weird. Okay, so suddenly like a bunch of chickens just appeared out of nowhere. Have you chickens seen any Sasquatch around here? These chickens don't seem to be a threat. I don't know. So I'm just gonna keep going. We're just gonna coexist here. I'm just gonna continue this YouTube video on youtube.com. Okay, back to that Bigfoot show. You know, it's just random chickens, it happens. So let's see here. Let's see, Johnny 11 was saying, a few weeks later I was watching the video clips and I spotted different clips with unexplained creatures that appear to be a family of Bigfoots. Big feet? What is the plural? In the first clip, the first Bigfoot is seen walking away into the trees. The second clip shows a second Bigfoot watching us and then disappearing. The third clip appears to be another Bigfoot struggling to get away. Yeah, look at him. He's running in a very interesting way. Like he's freaking out, like, oh my god, the humans, they might have seen me. I don't know. Then Johnny 11 says, we returned to the hills to look for prints, but the snow had melted days earlier.
Good. You all right? That was a nice little wipeout.
The next Bigfoot video is simply just titled Bigfoot, if you're searching for it. It's on the YouTube channel Cosmo12. Hello, Cosmo. 12. It has 80,000 views and was uploaded in 2006. And this video is very controversial because it was captured while people were filming a video project. It would be like as if Bigfoot walked by right now, absolutely no one would believe me, especially me. So you have a group of filmmakers, I believe they're making a project for school or something, and they needed footage of a guy running through the woods. So, you know, he calls action, the guy runs through the woods, and this apparently startles something in the background, and it runs right by. So it looks like the young man is running away from the Sasquatch, but actually this is an actor. And the cameraman or the director or whoever this is runs after the creature to try to get more footage. So yeah, a lot of people think this is a hoax because it was captured while making a movie, and these are filmmakers and they can't be trusted.
What the? Holy shit! Did you see that?
The next one is very interesting. I believe this one was also featured on Finding Bigfoot, but it can be found on YouTube by the original guy, the witness. His name is Erixus Maximus, West Virginia, and this was uploaded in 2009. He's making an ATV video, and if you look at his YouTube channel, like, that's what he does. This isn't his first time out there filming, so like if anyone's gonna capture something, it's gonna be him, because he's out there filming all the time. This is called the Beast of Gum Hill, Wood Booger. And as you can see, he's riding his ATV through the river, and then he suddenly stops, sees the creature crossing the river, points to it to make sure that the cameraman is capturing the footage. And they did it. They got some pretty great footage here. Of course, it's grainy and far away because it's Bigfoot. And this one has over 400,000 views, and Erixus Maximus has gone on to do a lot of talks and Q&As and appearances discussing his sighting. Our next video on this amazing list that I've put together is called Another Bigfoot Sighting Reported Near Provo, Utah. So that means we have another one coming up from Provo. And this one, the only way I can find it is through a news report from the Fox 13 News Utah YouTube channel. And this one is actually very recent, the year 2019. And yeah, in this one you can see a large figure in the snow. And they found tracks and did a photo comparison with a human being and found that, yeah, this thing is huge. But I mean, you know, some people are huge. It could have been just like a really big hiker with a big black coat or something. It happens.
So what do you believe?
I'm really hoping I get to go look again. Maybe there's something out there to find right here in Utah, even in Provo.
Hey, look at the chickens. They're back. They're coming to get me. Speaking of chickens, why did the chicken cross the road to be on That Bigfoot Show? And speaking of crossing the road, here's our next video. Next, we have something called Bigfoot Caught on Dash Cam, a closer look. And this one is very famous on the channel Damn Buddy. They uploaded it in 2015, and it has 10 million views. So lots of people have taken a look at this possible Sasquatch caught on a dash cam. Not just any old dash cam, it's a police officer dash cam. It has a very interesting story to it, a fun narrative, if you will. It's a police officer and a lady driving around, for some reason, driving around on the dark roads of Georgia, and then suddenly something runs out in front of them that has two legs, and their reactions seem very real, very legitimate. Like they're confused and almost don't even want to say out loud what they think it is.
Did you see that? I'm not crazy. I seen something, didn't you?
Heck yeah, I saw it.
I don't know what to make of that, to be honest with you.
Can you see if it's on that recorder?
I'm about to.
You know, and like I said, I've never had a Sasquatch sighting, but it just feels like that's a real reaction. And because this person is a police officer, I mean, like, this has got a reputation to uphold. And if you just, like, say, like, hey, I saw a Sasquatch, I don't know, is like, they're gonna think you're crazy. And that's the, you know, he's putting his career on the line, is what I think. And I don't think most people would do that unless they truly believed what they saw. And it is kind of hard to see, but you can clearly see something large crossing the street, and it's a human. They're stupid because they're just running out in front of traffic, and yeah, you shouldn't do that.
Coming on my property to look for no good. I'm gonna shoot.
Absolutely. Whoa, what the heck?
What the crap?
What was that?
Did you see that?
Yes.
Holy crap!
What the heck was that?
That was on 2 feet, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Next one is another great one. It's called Possible Sasquatch Sighting Outside Squamish, BC, British Columbia. And yes, this one is very, very far away, but that actually, you know, makes it a little more believable because it's so far away that the Squatch probably doesn't realize that there are humans present. And so it's not necessarily taking any drastic measures to conceal himself because, like, yeah, I mean, why would a human be around here? Like no one is around there. So, yeah, it's very, very convincing. But the most interesting part about this video is that the speed that this thing treks through the snow and the distance that it covers. That's like, I don't know, it's a very athletic human, if that is a human. And this is a YouTube channel called Miles, and it's the only video on the channel, uploaded in 2014, and has 3 million views. So lots of people have seen this, lots of people have shared their opinion, and lots of people believe it, and lots of people don't.
But I mean, he's hiking through snow like it's his job. And where the hell is he going? I mean, there's nowhere to go that way.
Next, we have that other Provo Canyon Bigfoot encounter. And this one was uploaded on a guy named Beard Card's YouTube page back in 2012. This sighting, of course, in Utah, and has 7 million views, so lots of people have seen this squatchy squatch. It looks very much like a bear until it stands up on 2 feet, which causes the photographers, the witnesses, to rightfully run away in fear. They fled in great fear. But yeah, this one is very, very interesting and convincing. I've watched it many, many times, and I'm convinced this is a squatch.
Oh, cool. Let's go.
This next one's very interesting too. It's called Bigfoot Hunted by Helicopter. You can find it on a YouTube channel called Mega Frightful, and it has 200,000 views. Uploaded in 2011 and seems to be the only video on this channel. Many of these videos are often the only videos on these channels. Some of these people, when they witness, they don't even have a YouTube account, so they create one specifically just to upload this. And this one is a family doing some target shooting, and you can see some Bigfoot in the background suddenly when they take out the shotgun, and boom! And of course that sound causes the Squatch to run and take cover behind a rock. And they said that the whole time they were out there doing target practice, there was a strange helicopter kind of circling the area, which the family believes are people hunting Bigfoot, maybe one of those secret black helicopter things, trying to keep the population of Sasquatch under control. The family doesn't seem to notice it. I think this is one of those things where they found out after watching later. But yeah, is this creature hiding from the helicopter? Probably. Or is it just another one of those creepy people in the woods watching families?
Whoa. Whoa, that was a big kick.
Next up, we have something called compelling footage of possible skunk ape / Bigfoot from Lettuce Lake Park, Florida. This one can be found on the YouTube channel Bigfoot Evidence. They have a lot of good stuff on there. And it has 1 million views, was uploaded in 2015. It's a very, very convincing video, I think. But those legs and those swinging arms are clear. Bears, yes, they do walk on 2 feet, but they do not swing their arms like that. Only two things. Well, only a couple things do, and one of them's a Sasquatch. This next one is another one that can only be found, at least I could only find it, on the top 15 YouTube channel on their list of compelling Bigfoot footage, on the most convincing Bigfoot sightings caught on tape. This was their number 5, but it's I lost track, I don't know. Look at that orangutan, gigantopithecus type of hair flowing. Like, that's good. It's very convincing. It bounces so naturally, and it looks like something that has been living in the woods for a long time. Like it's gonna have that. It's not gonna be this clear, crisp fur straight from Party City. But the arm sway does seem a bit off to me. I don't know. Who am I to judge? Our next contestant on the best Bigfoot videos on YouTube is something called Sasquatch, spotted in the remote mountains of Mission, BC, another British Columbian. This fantastic video can be found on Legend Tracker's YouTube page. This is a couple hiking, and they see a creature from far away. So yes, this one is very zoomed in, and another very, very far away sighting, which I think adds some legitimacy to it. And yeah, the thing does look very humanoid, and if it's a human, what is it doing out there, and why does it look like that? Next is a video I'm not exactly sure about, but it is a great video in the sense of like a cinematic sense. It's titled Real Bigfoot Video. Exclusive. Harley Hoffman, parentheses. And this one can be found on the Witness's brother's YouTube page, Hutch Hoffman, which that is actually the most suspicious part about this video, because I looked at the other videos on this guy's channel, and he has some funny, interesting looking mockumentary about believing and discovering Santa Claus. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they're hoaxers, but it is like, I don't know, there's a big red flag. But the footage itself is really great, and yeah, if it is a hoax, good job, you guys. Just, don't. You're ruining everything for everybody, so stop hoaxing, please. But the muscle structure and the fur is very convincing, like Patterson-Gimlin type stuff. So yeah, like, great work.
I'll get the proof. I'll bring Santa to the world. I know it.
Want to become a Santa seeker? Go to searchforsanta.com and find out how.
Next up, we have one of my favorites. I mean, all of these are my favorites, that's why they're on the list. But this one, it stands out to me. It may be not the best quality and most convincing evidence and footage, but it is just like a really, really compelling story, and it just really, I really feel like this one is completely legitimate. At least I 100% believe that these people 100% believe that what they see is a Sasquatch. So yeah, this one is called Marble Mountain Bigfoot Original Video, in quotes. This isn't the one uploaded by The Witness, but this is on a YouTube channel called Purple Grizzly, and has 1.8 million views, and it deserves every one because it's a great video. This is like a 7-minute encounter, and I think holds the record for the longest Bigfoot sighting on video. So yeah, this was filmed in 2001 by Jim Mills. He's the leader of a youth group, and he was taking those youngsters out in the wilderness and teaching them life lessons and things, but they learned a lesson that day that will stick with them forever, that there's things out there that we don't truly understand. And yeah, the Bigfoot in this video is very far away. It's one of those zoomed in things, but I mean, it just looks strange. It looks human, but not exactly. This one has numerous witnesses, so that's always a good sign, because all these people had to be involved in this. So, or I mean, it could be somebody tricking them, but what's really interesting about this video is that it's not just a Bigfoot sighting. It has footage of what is possibly a Bigfoot nest or a bed or whatever, a Bigfoot campsite that they stumble upon, and it's very, very convincing. Like, this is one of the best Bigfoot nests I've ever seen, and they got some really great footage of it, and this is like yeah, I mean, what made this? If that was a human, why would a human make that? And there were no tools or sawing involved. It was clearly like these limbs of these trees, they were snapped to make this shelter. And then suddenly some campers, they see him up in the distance, and he's up there watching them and probably furious and upset that all these little humans are around messing in his campsite. And there is a moment in the video where you can clearly see like anger shaking of the fists, which that's kind of scary actually. Just like a Bigfoot screaming, "Get off my lawn!"
He's shaking his fist at us.
He's right in between the two trees right now.
He's screaming at us something. Get out of my camp, get out of my camp.
And another really, really interesting thing about this video is that the reactions of the witnesses, I truly believe, because they're, it's a group of friends, and they're all kind of, they kind of are joking around. Oh my gosh, Bigfoot's like, and if you're with your friends and you're that age and you're having fun and you're you're excited, and then something like this happens, like, yeah, you're gonna make some jokes, and these people are making, like, they're trying to deal with the situation with humor, and I really, really believe them. I'm not gonna 100% say that the thing they see is a Sasquatch, but I believe there's some truth to this video.
He's walking down.
Oh my word.
Bigfoot's walking down right now.
Huh?
See, he's standing taller. Uh-oh! I'll get back to camp.
We see something moving on the hill above.
Run! Up next, we got another really great video. This one is called Bigfoot Independence Day footage. It was shot on 4th of July. This one has 36,000 views and can be found on Cryptic Zoo Interactive Apparel on their YouTube channel. And they uploaded this in 2016. And this one is truly, truly magnificent. You can see a female Sasquatch hiding behind a boulder and then reappears with what looks like a baby Sasquatch. And so then mama and baby, they run off, and there is some just really great facial definition in this video. Like, it's some good stuff. Like, you can see the Sasquatch face in there. It's truly incredible. The movement, the face, the child, the baby Sasquatch even has very natural movements that, yeah, if this is a hoax, like this is the people who made, like, frickin' Planet of the Apes or something, like the James Franco one. Another one of the best Bigfoot videos captured and is on YouTube is the famous Eagle Nest cam. And they have this camera that's set up to take a look at the nest of some bald eagles, like the babies. It's adorable, and it represents freedom. It has 3 million views on Outdoor Hub and was uploaded in 2016. And once again, I say this is a very credible witness, because if this is a hoax, or if the people who set up the camera, if they were involved in this hoax, they're risking a lot. They're risking their careers for this publicity stunt. So that's what makes me believe that this is real. So you can see a figure walking off in the distance, and even the baby bald eagles, they start reacting when this thing enters into their territory. And yes, it does look like a bear at first, but then you gotta look at that arm swing, like right there, like that is very squatchy, humanoid. And then the figure jumps like a primate off a log or something. It's like, what is this? Is this like something escaped from the circus? Or that's why it's very, very convincing stuff. That's why this one's up there on the top of this list that I've lost track of the numbers, but it's one of the top numbers, I think. Yes, it was one of the top numbers, and now we're at number 2. And I absolutely love this video because, I put it at number 2, so that's kind of obvious. This one is called, I Think I Saw a Skunk Ape, Please Help. This was uploaded by a gentleman named Josh Highcliffe in 2013. It has 600,000 views. He is not sure what he's looking at. Obviously he's looking at a Sasquatch, but he doesn't want to say it. And he's out there, in the swamp, and he suddenly comes across a creature which is peeling off the bark or breaking into a tree, possibly to find some grub, find some lunch or something in there. And this one is very, very convincing. Just you can feel the fear of the witness, and you can feel and even hear the strength as it pulls apart this tree. And then when the creature stands up, the witness, understandably so, runs away in fear, as often happens in these videos. And I think Mr. Josh Highcliffe, the witness, said it best himself, so I'm just going to read the info here on his YouTube video. It says, "Here's exactly what I seen. I'm not sure what it is, but can someone please tell me? Is there a person who can do video analysis or something? I got scared and ran away. I wish I stayed to keep taking the movie." Yes, we all wish you stayed to keep taking the movie too, but we completely understand. I mean, we don't, like, if he can tear that tree apart, he can tear you apart, Josh. You never know what you're gonna find out here. Possible victim of a Sasquatch, or just a poor deer who died of natural causes. But you know, 50-50 chance, right? Okay, here we are. The time has come. We are at numero uno Bigfoot video out there on the YouTubes, and I'm sorry, it's gonna be kind of anticlimactic because it's the Patterson Gimlin film. Duh. I know it's kind of like saying Citizen Kane is your favorite movie, but you know, it's number one for a reason. You know, it's the best. It changed the game. And there actually really isn't just like great quality footage of the Patterson Gimlin film out there, but I mean, there's some stabilized stuff, there's some slow-mo stuff, there's some 4K stuff, but you know, just type it into the search and you'll find it. So yeah, that's number one, because I had to. Like, it's really good. I mean, look at it. Like the muscle, the fur, like everything. And I know a lot of people have like a lot of things to say about this one, but like it ain't been debunked. You've been debunked. And yeah, I feel like I shouldn't really even go into detail about this one, because this one kind of deserves its own video, which I'm sure eventually I'll get around to doing. So there you go. There you have it. There is my picks for the 20 best Bigfoot videos on the YouTubes. Not necessarily in a numerical order, but kind of, you know, give or take. I tried. But, you know, really, they're all number one in my heart.